some changes to this layout, and I'll explain why in a second. Um, let's just get rid of that margin there, and the padding's fine. Yeah, so there's this. I've noticed there's this white space that was around these photos, and I don't know about you, but I didn't like it as much as yeah, as having that I don't like having that concrete behind each different panel. Actually, I'm just going to try a couple of different things and show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to get rid of the background behind that one and that one, and I'm going to apply that background so it's the same background behind both of them. Okay, that goes across the whole section. Actually, let's see. This might not work out actually. Let's just have a look. Where's our concrete? Oh, there's some. Okay, let's use that. And how wide is it? It's 1920, so there's tons of concrete there. A screen, but you would probably like that white. Actually, I don't know. I quite like that. I actually like that more than that one. What do you think? Yeah, I prefer that, and it matches the bottom down there. Um, so with your permission, I'm going to do that, and so I'll remove that background there. Ah, duh. Remove that background there, and replace it with um, sorry, I don't want this video. I'm only going to do one with you. So that's 1080. That's not wide enough. That's 1080. That's not wide enough. That's 46. That's not wide enough. I can see why you've probably done that. Look, you've seen the video. Do you want me to create new concrete things that go right across like that one? I'll just try and undo what I've done. Yeah, that was good. So I was able to undo that. The other thing, all right, well, let's put that background back in then. Um, yeah, okay. See, the reason why I went down this road and am wasting time now is because I could see this white section around here, and that's got to do with no, not the padding. Well, it's got to do with there's nothing in there as well. So we'll put something in there, which we needed to do anyway, which is that photo. And that photo was the photo, and make this full always. And that photo was the steps going up the steps. Okay, going up the steps, going up the steps. Where are we? There it is. Insert that one. But that's only 605 pixels, that one, unfortunately. And I think that's why on the bigger screen, you're probably not seeing it not on the bigger screen. I'm seeing that that's 901. That's better for a bigger screen because I was actually seeing like can you see that there? There's a white thing because that's the full size of that picture on my large screen. So there's just this little bit of white and it's not matching. It will match, however, when I go in and put, say, I'll put it into percentage and do what? 2% all around? No, I'm still seeing that white. What if I go 10% all around? I'm still seeing that white. I think that white is actually part of that bloody photo. You know, this has been doing my head in, and I reckon that's what it is. So again, if I go to that, if I go to that widget there and have a look at the content and grab that out, let's have a look into Photoshop. Oh, damn, sorry. Doing it the wrong way. I'm copying the URL to open it up in a new... It is around that image. All right. I'm going to put this video on pause and I'm going to fix this. I'm going to go into I'm going to go in through cPanel. I'm going to do technical stuff here that there's no even point showing you this. I'm just going to put this video on pause and fix this, okay? Sorry, Katie. Every time I'm try and get this done for you, the phone rings or there's another thing going on. So what I've done is I've cleaned up these images and re-uploaded them because there was a bit of white in them, and it took me a while. I couldn't work it out. I thought it was the settings in here, but it's not. It was the actual image. So I've fixed that. In addition, I've uploaded some new concrete backgrounds because I was thinking, you know what? You might want to do this background in the whole section. So I've provided some more concrete backgrounds that you can mix and match, and you could put it in there. And if you like that better across the whole thing, then all you have to do is get rid of that image on the column and it stretches right across. Of course, if you prefer that white space on either side, then don't worry, but we've still got that concrete there for next time. All right, that's the first thing I wanted to show you, right? The other thing I wanted to show you, so let's look at this page again, right? The other thing I wanted to show you was I do not like the header at all on a landing page, right? What we could do is, like, right down at the very bottom, we could have a button called Learn More that takes them back to the front page or something like that. So the idea of a landing page is we get rid of all the distractions from, so when they land there, they read what we want them to read, they do the call to action that we want them to do. So in this case, I would suggest we disable the primary header, right? And transparent header, we say disabled, right? And press update. Now I'll show you what that looks like. Let's look at that landing page now. All right. So now they don't get bothered by the header. They just read the heading, which is great. It's talking about the benefits and the solutions, right? It's showing your expertise. This is great. And then the call to action, which is what we want them to do, which is great. Call to action as well here. Great. We want them to send us a form. That's really good. Followed by this is great, and then one more call to action. Now I could, if you want, also finally do an exit pop-up. So if they click to leave this page, the go away button, right, at that point we could make an exit pop-up going, wait before you go, but then we'd have to give them an offer or something, or some reason to want to hang around. So you'd have to tell me what that is. Now, do you think that's a good idea? So anyway, as you can see, yeah, that took me a while, sorry, to work out what that white thing was. That was doing my head in. But I fixed up those images and re-uploaded them to the library. So let's just now go, we'll turn that one off, just in case you do want the header, and also just so you can do this yourself so that you're confident that you know how to do all of this, right? I'll just turn that header back on, okay? Now, the next thing, so that's the first one. Let's look at the second one and just go through and make sure it's all okay. Just get rid of squirrely there. This image isn't filling up the whole thing, and it's really, yeah, you know what? You know what I'd be inclined to do here? I do like that. Don't forget, whenever you do the image, always make it go full as well. Okay, well, that looks a little bit better when it's on full, right? And I love what you've done, how this is a completely different look than the other one. That's great. What I would be inclined to do is get rid of... In fact, before I change anything this time, I'm going to save it because I don't want to wreck your work, your fantastic work. So we'll call this landing page Katie B August 2021. That way we can always call it back if you're not happy with what I'm about to do. Okay? So save there into the templates library. So now what I would be inclined to do is get rid of that, and then in the background of this row, put that photo in that you like, which I think looks cool. So lots of grass. Where did that one come from? There it is there. And that one's 2560. And what's this one? They're both the same. Yeah, whoever built this one before, they had a lot of the same image in there. Center, scroll, no repeat, and cover. And then we'll drop this into there. All right, so what have we done wrong? I do not know why that is because I put it on contain. I wanted cover. All right, so now with this section here, in fact, we'll do the pad, and I'll get rid of this. We don't need that now. So now with this section, we'll push it down through padding, and we'll put in about 50% of padding at the top. That's too much, so we'll try 40. That's too much. Let's try 30. Okay, I like that. Do you like that? Designed together. Yeah, I like that. It's the first heading, so we'll make it a heading 1, and then we'll just go in and we'll do the typography with M's and just go 3M, 2M. I prefer it in 2 lines. And enter your phone number here. Oh, so you want, yeah. Didn't we do that form? Enter your phone number here. Speak with a representative now to be the first family's hero in putting your property first on the priority list. No. Speak with a representative now to let's make it simple, to put your property on the priority list, because it's not first, because priority list indicates first. So speak with a representative now to put your property on the priority list. Okay, I like that. That's good. All right, finally, we want a white band to stretch right across the bottom. So let's go to layout, and instead of box, we'll go full width. Now, that way we can put some white background or gradient or something here over the background. Let's go with a gradient. Let's make it white, and we'll enter in a second color. We'll make that white too. I'll show you what I mean in a sec. And we'll just go in here and bring this opacity down a little bit. Right. And now what we'll do is we'll add in a little bit of, add in a little bit of padding. So a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom. And then on the right and left, let's go 10 and 10. There's probably not enough. No, I can read that okay. Maybe we get rid of the padding on the bottom and add it to the top. Like so. But when we do that, the more I do that, the more that white stretches out. But I don't mind that. So if we're going to repeat that, we've got to do the same thing so that everything's lines up. So we'd have to do those same settings. And obviously we need to push that away from that section a bit. So we'll put in 5% padding up there. We'll make it full width. We'll give padding on the left and right of 10%. And because that's left range, let's get rid of that full stop. And because that's range left, let's make that. I don't use this sign anymore. I don't like it. It's yeah. And it can be a heading 2 on the left. And why isn't it still on the same left? Let's have a look. So let's have a look. Custom gap default. Let's go custom gap, no gap. And here we'll go on the left, custom gap, no gap. Okay, so now it's lining up the way we want to see it. I would do the same for this one as well. So again, full width, and And if we're going to go left, then let's keep it left and keep that looking good. Just give it a little bit of padding at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, sorry, I don't want to do it on the. I want to do it on the actual section there. There's no really good reason to have a section within a section there. I'll show you what I meant. We might as well just duplicate this, right? Delete this widget and just put in 2 columns here, right? And then we know the settings are exactly the same, right? Because we duplicated it. Drag that widget in there and let's have a look at that. Let's get rid of medium. Just go default. It can be heading 3. No, actually make it heading 4 and make it range left and enter your phone number here. I'm not sure what that's about. Let's get rid of that and perhaps we need to have a form. You know what? Maybe this needs to go in there. Upholding expectations for 35 years. Let's just put in a break tag. That should be, that's a tag, by the way. Now you're learning HTML. That's a break tag to force this down to here. We can get rid of this now. And let's look for that form. Did I create a form? I'm pretty sure I did. Form. I created a, there's formidable form. And select a valid form. There's contact us or subscribe. No, I didn't. So, well, I'll just put that in there for now. Notice how you can't, I just changed them until I can see that, so I can see what I'm doing there. And now we could do one of 2 things to line this up. What we'll do is we'll do the easy one to line this up, okay? So up here, I'm going to change this from content gap to wider, and I'm going to change this content gap to wider. Now that didn't bring that in, unfortunately. I was hoping it would. So I'm going to go back. Made a mistake there. I'm going to go default and default to see if I can bring default. No, it's still not lining up. So we're going to go back to no gap, and we're going to go back to no gap because I want that to line up on the left. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my padding. I'll apply my padding just on the right side of this column, okay? Because it's left arranged, that's fine to do that. Go percentage and just go on to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is enough. All right, and update that. Now, so we probably need another form, right? And anyway, let's look at what we've done. If we get rid of that header, then that looks good to me. And then we just need to update that form and put a bit more space underneath there. Because there's a form on this page, it gives us a shortcut into formidable forms. So we just go here and then just select forms. And let's call it landing page form, because we want to get rid of some of the extra gumph, don't we? We want to make it really easy for the customer on the landing page. So we'll duplicate this form. And we'll call it, under settings, we'll call it landing page. We won't need New South Wales or Queensland or anything like that. Landing page, and then update. And then back to the build section. We'll get rid of this one. So we'll delete that one. And we'll get rid of the message. We don't want a message. We'll just put in, we'll just have that. That's enough, I believe. And update that. which means under the settings, we've got to double check who this gets sent to. You're the one spending the money on it, not Queensland. So we'll just get rid of Queensland, right? And we'll get rid of the conditional logic that sends it to Queensland or New South Wales. Now it will just get sent to New South Wales, okay? And yourself and New South Wales, and update that. All right. So now, when we go in here to edit this with Elementor, what we do is we just change the form to landing page, and we'll put in a nice big amount of space at the bottom. So using percentage, we'll put in 10% space at the bottom to clean that up a bit. And then that looks pretty good to me. Let's have another look at that. And like I say, I think we should get rid of the header. What do you think? And potentially we get rid of a little bit more of the padding so that this comes up the page. No, but once you get rid of this, that will come up the page quite a bit. I think making, because this is bigger than the main heading, let's make that smaller, okay? Just get rid of that. So, which means I'll get rid of that BR again, because I don't know what this will look like when I go in and set up typography for M's.
Horse. Have you considered horse?
Sorry, just a sec. One of my movie watch parties has just started. I'll just turn that off. All right, and then this bit could be smaller again. We'll go H5. Okay, that looks good to me. How does that look to you? And if you don't like it, your template was saved. It's safe, so don't worry. All right, so there's that. So the next thing I need to do is look at the acoustic wall, but it's just gone really dark outside, and I have to take my dog for a walk. So I'm going to put this video on pause, and I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm back, Katie. And yes, what a big day. No rest for the wicked. Let's get on to the next one. I opened up in the wrong window. We'll just drag that over. Let's have a look at this landing page. All right, I'll just clear some space here. Okay, I like that. One of Sydney's. Let's put that gradient background in the background of. What do you think? Yeah, I reckon we open this up just a little bit more. Actually, before I do anything, I'm going to save all this great work you've done, just in case you don't like any of my suggestions. We can always just delete the page and return it back by going landing page. How did that remember that when it's a different website? Am I going... Because this is acoustic firewalls. That's interesting. I don't even know how that works. Oh, I've gone landing page C. I meant to type A. All right, what's done is done. All right, let's make that just a little bit bigger, and that way we get that nice angle of that thing up there, which I like. And we make it full width, and look, we'll put some padding, even though we don't need the padding, because it looks like there's a break in there. Very good. Do you know how to make breaks now? That's great. That is so cool. Yeah, so let's just put that padding in on the left and right, just in case, right? Because don't forget, we've still got to look at this on mobile, and I haven't even done that yet. I just want to get the design right with you first, okay? and the size, it's big, but I like it. And then, so we've got that much padding at the top. Let's just put in a smidge at the bottom. Okay. And then, oh, actually, if I put it in the smidge at the bottom that way, we won't get the gradient going from the bottom, will we? So I'll have to do it a different way. I'll have to do it a smidge from the bottom there. Okay. And then the gradient, which will be a darker color, and our action color there's blue. Action color's blue. The theme color is gray. Let's go for a gray, and then the next color, it doesn't matter what it is because I'm going to make it go transparent. So from there, bring in the transparency. And I like that. Do you like that? I think that looks good. I would like some more. Get your free project quote now. I'd like some more space around that. The phone's nice and big. That's good. And then let's get some more space in there, I think. White space is your friend, by the way. In design. Oh, I've put it in at the bottom, not the top. Let's go in 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it in at the top. Okay, that looks good. Now, in this case, because it's a different call to action, get your free project quote now. I think that's fine, having room for a message and subscribe being turned on. Let me know what you think. Why is speed panel so effective? I do not like, is this an orphan or a widow? I always forget, but whatever. One word on the bottom. I don't like that. So let's either make it bigger or smaller. I'll just get rid of that. And you know what? I actually do prefer using, unless there's a good reason to use that text window, I actually do prefer using the heading. It's just simpler. So we'll put that in there and make that H3. And what's this one? Yeah, again, I've stopped using this size thing. I won't go into why. Just it's not good, right? It's unhelpful, especially when we're starting to do responsive design. So I just want to check. Yeah, let's get rid of all of this. We'll go default H1. We'll go default H2. We'll go default H4. We'll put some more space in above that. And some more space above that on the percentage. What else? Okay, so that's really big. I like that. Do you like that? And that, I really like that. And then this is what? This is 3 and this is 4. Default 4 and default 3. Now, let's just have a look and see, this has been overridden anyway. This is why it gets so confusing if you have, like, let's bring it all back to the default so that we know what we're looking at. Okay, so I like that, I like that, I like that. Blah, 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 blah. Down to 4. Now, as I say, I prefer using the title widget unless there's a really good reason to use text. Sometimes there is. Like when you want to make particular words a particular color, or a particular word bold, or a particular word italic, then it makes sense. All right, let's go with the paragraph there. Now, just using the normal paragraph, there's not a lot of space between those, and that's set up in the customizer. But I want to see more space in the line height. So let's just start increasing the line height. 1.3 is good, or 1.6. That's probably a bit too much. Let's stick with 1.3. All right. And then on this panel, because it's range left, let's give it a bit of padding on the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that looks good. And then we may as well go with, let's go with the vertical align space between. No, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. We'll go back to how you had it, space top. Unless we give it even more space on the right. Yeah, I'm thinking that. What happens if we keep going? That's too much for the, that's too much space for, like, I like that for that block. And over here, let's just put in our BR tag and force it down. Yeah, I like that too. What do you think? All right. And then this one, let's go back to heading. What is this one? This is heading 4, and this is heading. What's this one? That's heading 4. Heading 4. Yeah, let's go with heading 4 again and make it a little bit consistent. And of course it's get your free project quote now, blah, 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 blah. Contact our friendly team. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. What we need to do here, I reckon, is bring that in over there. And if we're going to do that, it may as well be range left. We don't need as much space around there. I guess that's done. Yeah, that's done here. Let's change that margin and let's make that go over to the, should we do it over to the left or over to the right? Maybe we do it onto the right one like we have up there to mix and match. And if we're going to do that, maybe they would all look good like that. I mean, we need to be, with design, it's good to be consistent a lot of the time. Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, we may as well do that. We may as well stay consistent and stick to that design element that we established up there. In which case, we don't need as much padding on the right. Let's go with 5. And add some padding over here on the left. Oops. I like that. And that's pretty consistent. I'll just double check. So what have we got? Percentage left, 22. And so that means that this must be a wider. Yeah, that's what that is. So we could get rid of all of that and say column gap wider. And then we don't need any of that padding on the right. But we will need it on the right when we look at it responsively. Actually, when it's responsive, this will be a completely different layout. We may as well do the responsive layout with this one because it's a bit more of a complicated layout. But let's just add some more over to the left there to get that looking good again. And let's just make that column gap wider and make that phone number over to the right. And let's get rid of that padding on the right there, just 0 and 0. And we'll get rid of that and percentage. And we'll add some more over there on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then with this one, give it some space above, percentage space above on the top. And Now, what we've got is a situation where that photo, because of the padding, the text is sitting just above it. How did we solve it on that one? We centered everything. So let's solve that the same way with vertical align center, and here again with vertical align center. And then make sure that there's tons of space below this so it all looks nice. Percentage bottom 10. And there's extra divs that we don't need. We'll get rid of them. And what have we got for this one? What have we got above this one? We've got 5 at the top, so let's put 5 at the top for this one as well. All right, let's update what we've done. Hopefully you agree that looks good. We've always got your layout saved in case you don't. All right, but now what we've got to do is look at this on the other media, and I'll get you to do this on the other landing pages as well. But this one will be particularly interesting because we've got right align with those 2 columns will not look as good on mobile. Let's just double check what it looks like on. So here. And this is why I don't like using that sizing here, because I would rather go in and do it for tabs and for mobile specifically in here, right? And let's start off, so we'll go in M and call it 2M. Let's go up higher, 2.6. That looks fine, that looks fine. That looks fine. Let's bring this in a little bit now. Margin, actually, yeah, we'll do it with the padding, and we'll go 10 left and 10 right. And actually, let's put in a bit more space above this. Again, white space is definitely our friend, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that can go as 10 at least. All right, now this one. How do we solve this one? Let's get rid of a lot of the padding that we've got on. We'll get rid of that percentage there. And that part looks good, but this part does not look good on the iPad. I think you'll agree. Okay, so here's a tricky bit. You haven't seen this one before, I think. Notice how this is for the tablet. We'll make that column 100%, okay? And notice how this is for tablet. We'll center that, and we'll center that. And then on the padding and margin, you can't see it, but we'll put 0 in there and 0 in here. And then we'll just add some. We'll go 10 left and 10 right. And then this can be 100% as well, this column. Okay. And yeah, let's make that a full picture, because then we've got that little one underneath that. And then that looks good on a tab. I think you'll agree. I don't mind that going all the way over to the edge over there, but we could always change it anyway. I'll let you fiddle with that one, and let's just make sure it looks good on mobile. I like that. I'd probably put in a bit more space here on the mobile, and yeah, may as well go. Maybe not 10. We'll go 5. And then the typography on the mobile. Let's see what that looks like in 2M. No, we'll go 1.6M. I don't like the solutions all on itself there. So again, the solution for that is by using just a little bit of padding. We could use margin as well. Might as well use margin there. 5 and 5. That looks fine. That looks a little bit teeny weeny. So let's go back to our 1.6M again and be consistent. That looks fine. Obviously, this needs to be centered. let's go again for the 1.6 M and be consistent. This margin needs to be on both sides. So we'll go 5 on the right and, oops. What have we got here? We don't need that and we don't need that. And I'll just put in that 0 up here. I think we've got, there it is. We found it. And that's it. And that's it for the mobile. All right. And so now when we have a look at that on the front page, and I've already discussed this with the other website, I'm going to suggest we get rid of that header up the top, and potentially we could put a button down the bottom. Oh, look, there's already links down here. So we don't need to add anything. We could add a pop-up for exit intent with, wait, before you go. Do you like that? I think that's good. I think that's a good A/B. Let's have a look at the last one now. All right, lucky last. Best protection for your property, say no more. Leave your best contact number. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I worked out another way to do this, by the way. I've got a plugin that will put pictures on top of pictures on top of pictures on top of pictures. In fact, you probably saw it in use on that Kirk Interiors website, which is what? I can't remember. I'll just quickly show you because it's interesting. Because you asked me this question, so I've got another way of doing it now. No, it's not Forward 23. What is it? We8Art? I think it's We8Art. So, where's that? No, it's not there. I think it was on the one page, wasn't it? Yeah, here. And see the tricky effect in that? So I've got a new plugin that will do pictures on top of pictures on top of pictures on top, as many as you want. So that would solve this one here. Look, I think this needs more. And also definitely with a question mark there, I'd definitely put a break in there. Definitely. I would definitely put more padding inside of this. Really open it up. I'd put in let's say 10 at the top and the bottom. Okay. That looks better already. Now let's look for some inspiration. So that's acoustic firewalls, right? Let's have a look for acoustic firewall supplier in California. Now, Google at the moment knows I'm in Sydney, so it's still going to give me these AU ones. But here's one here. I was hoping we'd see an ad too with a landing page, but we're not seeing any of them. But there's one in California. And let's just have a look at some of these, right? That's crap. Oh, I see. It's not even a website. It's a directory. Company profile. Let's see if we can see it. Full access to this information. Oh, go away. Oh, isn't that confusing? That's just too much on my eye, that one. No, this is find a dealer near you as well. Oh, because it's selling Dynamat. Oh, all right. Well, let's find a dealer. Oh, I don't know. What's a zip code in America? 3124. Let's see what that gives us. There we are in the United States. Let's have a look. Let's try and find. All we want to do. Graveyard run restorations. Website. No, it's not there. That's crap. Sorry. But you get what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get inspiration for this landing page, right? Let's dig into our template library and see if there's some inspiration in there. Not really. No, I don't want to load any of them. Best protection for your property, say no more. Okay, this is saved. I usually save stuff before I do my next trick. I'm going to log in on my VPN on Atlanta, so Google really thinks I'm in America this time because I want to see those ads. Yeah, okay, I'll let you connect. That's my IP protection there. Okay, we are now connected to. We are now like we're. It's like Google thinks we're in Atlanta, and I want to see a firewall construction business near me. Hopefully this will bring up an ad. Okay, here's some oh, these are Google Map ones. It's still worked out. I'm near Erina, which is bloody annoying. Okay, we'll go for that one and that one in the UK. At least I'm confusing it. It's a bit confused where I am now, which is good. Jira Systems. Oh, here's an ad. All right. Not firewall, network security. See, they got their negative keywords wrong. Remember when I was telling you about negative keywords? They should have construction as a negative keyword. Because if I click this, they run out of money. And that's dumb, right? Let's have a look at this one. That's in Australia. And let's have a look at this one. That's in Australia too. Bloody Google. It's outsmarting me. Anyway. Build smarter firewall, fire separation, and sound control assemblies. Yeah, I like that heading. And just take a note. Okay, is there anything else? Blah, 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 blah. No, I want solutions. I want benefits. No. This is all boring. I want quick, easy solutions and benefits. So let's go into here and just start copying in some of these headlines and you can do the design, okay? Because I think maybe it needs just a bit more. I don't know. Maybe you want it really super simple like that, but I'd go for something like, whoops, it didn't copy properly. Oh, and I closed it. Where was it? Where was that first one? There it is. Oh, there it is. I liked that first heading. We can take that, put that in there, right? Maybe heading 3. We build smarter firewall, fire separation, and sound control solutions. And mix it up even more. Like if you mix it up even more of what I've done, then it's not plagiarism quite, is it? Well, it's, we're not stealing. That is now our own. And it's doing what I think all good marketing should do. It's selling the benefits and the solutions. Who doesn't want smarter? Of course we want to be smarter than the other construction company. And I think that the benefits explain themselves there because that's what people want is sound control solutions, blah, blah, blah. All right, so there's that one. We undertake many blah, 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 blah. These blah, 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 blah. Service, blah, blah, blah. Boring. Horrible. Looks terrible. That is crap. In town, the areas are coming down used with building calls. What's this? The balance. This is just explaining what it is. So that's not marketing. We want marketing. Important terms for firewall requirements. Boring. Is the leader in blah, 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 blah. I like that. And it's 35 years that you've been doing them. Okay. We've seen every issue. Okay. No, benefits. We are fast and flexible. Okay. Is there a benefit in here? We understand. No. We are fast and flexible. That's all right. We'll solve the problem first time, on time, every time. And do it cost effectively. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's a bit same. Professionalism. Go straight to the experts. Ah, I like that one. Yes. This is a good ending one. Go straight to the experts. And then we need a big call to action, right? Now, do I already have a call to action in the templates? Let's have a look. Like, do I have a phone number? Speed panel info, subscribe panel, our team. We should, oh yeah, here it is, button phone. That's what we want. No, don't want to import the settings. All right, so go straight to the experts, phone, and contact us. Here we just want the phone. We don't want to redirect them to a new page. If any, yeah, that's just to reinforce the call to action that you already had above that. Go straight to the experts. I like that. Let's just center that rather than justify it. All right, that's good. Go straight to the experts. Good one. There was some other stuff in Gumph in there I didn't mind. It was the we are the leader in for over 30 has for over for yeah, something like that. Okay, so duplicate this one again. So acoustic firewall solutions have been the leader in speed, and correct me if I'm wrong, because maybe they haven't done speed panel this long, we'll go over, because over sounds good, so we won't say, and then this will last for a long time too. All right, has been the leader in speed panel installation. Is that, yeah, that's a spelling mistake. Installation, speed panel installation, and firewall and sound proofing for over 30 years. That's good. All right. I like that one. And is there anything that we can get from this one? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. They're just upping them. They're not talking about benefits. We need benefits. So here, you're putting yourself as the expert. We build smarter. That's what you want. You want experts. I guess that's what other people are saying. Benefit. Don't waste your time. Well, this is a benefit. Don't waste your time. Go straight to the experts. I like that one. That's a good one. Copywriter probably wrote that one, I dare say. A copywriter would have probably written that one. Probably not the speed panel installers wrote that. A copywriter or a very good web designer. It's good. All right, and we want to end with a lot of blank space, but you'll probably do some more on this page, I dare say. We've got to get all our ducks in the row before we waste money on Google Ads. But I think we're almost there. What do you think? And of course, go through and look at the mobile and the pad design for all of this. Let's look at this one. Okay, leave your best contact number. Okay, that's fine. Best protection for your property. Say no more. Let's center that more. This doesn't look centered properly. Like there's a bit of higgledy-piggledy space going on there. I think that design there is going to look best if we center it in the middle using that vertical align thing. It didn't make a hell of a lot of difference, but that's fine. Just want to look at we'll go in 0 there and 0 there. That's fine. And what's oh, I see. Yeah, I could do a different plugin for this. Let me know if you want to have a look at that plugin. I think that we need a little bit more space after that. So on the bottom, notice how it's pushing this one down. So how did we fix this up last time with percentage? I think we went with negative padding, didn't we? No, not negative padding. It must have been negative margin. Whoops. There we. It's not negative margin. Sorry, positive margin on the bottom. All right. I know it's a lot to take in, but you know I'm always here to come in and you know every single time you're getting better at this. Like you did a great job. You see what I mean about having some open space? Because here it is. This is our proposition. Best protection for your property. Say no more. I love it. If they don't put in their phone number at this point, then go down. Now, I really think I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to get rid of that header. We do not need that header. We don't need those distractions. Landing pages are all about getting rid of distractions. So let's just do it. You can always turn it back on just by going in here and putting it back on if you want. And we're going to disable the transparent header. We disable the primary header. We'll disable the mobile header. All those headers are now disabled. Now let's view that page. So now there's no distractions. I like it. This is a landing page. Here we go. We build smarter firewall, fire suppression. Been the leader and spin for over 30 years. Go straight to the experts. Phone. And then if they want some more info, there it is. It's down the bottom. All right. All right. We did it. All right. I hope you're happy with everything there. Let's get some more leads for this company, okay, and really show the team that we know our onions, right? All right, hope you're really well. Hope the family's all well, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.